Hi, I'm Krystle, and I am officially an influencer.
And I'm Jennifer, and I'm outside, metaphorically.
And this is Such a Effing Lady, the podcast.
Welcome back, guys.
It looks weird that I have to keep looking to the right. Is that what?
I mean, I don't know that we
guess
have
there's
to.
no other way to do this.
I was reviewing some footage from other podcasts, and they sit like this with the camera. And so it's like talking to our friends, talking to each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, because hey, friends.
Yeah.
So we have this lovely segment called Give a Lady Her Flowers. And I have the pleasure of giving flowers to an amazing lady. Her name is Lakara, and she is the host of the Teezy Talks Podcast.
I had her on my list of flowers.
She was on my list.
Look at us thinking the same. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. So we're going to recognize everything that's wonderful about her. Excuse me for looking down because I did take notes, and I just want to make sure I get all the tea, the good hot tea. Cool tea? It's not like tea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being 40. So
40. Ooh, what's that age?
It's 40.
Okay.
So,
My bad.
all right. We are going to talk about the fact that she's the voice behind Teezy Talks Podcast. She also, has the Ugly Sweater event. So what they like to do is community-driven events where I feel like they bring people together in our age group to have fun, a fun, silly time. And one of those is the legendary Ugly Sweater Party. Remember we went and we were like the same person?
Until you left me. Yeah.
So she's also top-tier costume artist, costume wearer for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
What's one that she did, like SWV?
They did in Vogue. They did the Ladies' Night video. That's where they got on the Shade Room.
Missy Elliott, yes. They got on the Shade Room. Shout out to them. She also has her own wine, and it's a wine brand. It's called 375 Wine.
Nope. 37.59.
37.59 Wine. I was just reading the numbers, my bad.
I know, I get it.
And you can check them out at 3759wine.com. Is there a story behind 3759?
It's her old address.
Oh.
I think the address where she grew up, maybe. Okay. Something like that.
That's cool.
That's how I know.
3759. Okay. Yeah, I know.
And I bought it.
Because what's better than good vibes, good company, and a glass of wine curated by a Black woman boss? And if you're in the city looking for a vibe on Tuesday nights, she's got you covered with Lakara as the host of karaoke at City Social on Water Street. This is every Tuesday. Have you been?
Not since they moved. I went to the one at Allure. Remember we went?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we went to that, but we got to go to City Social.
Yeah, I haven't been there.
Because, I mean, you outside. So if you're bold enough to grab the mic, okay, Chad, come on now. Okay. You can keep up with all the things amazing that she's doing by following her on Instagram at Teezy Talks and 3759 Wine. So at Teezy Talks and at 3759 Wine. Lakara, we see you, girl. We celebrate you and we appreciate all the energy, creativity, and community love that you bring. These flowers are for you. And I am the author of all of that.
Because I'll keep my comments to myself.
I told Chat to, I told it about our podcast, who we were, that we were Black.
Yeah, that was clear to me.
And then I gave it all the information from our conversation over Messenger. Mm-hmm. And I said, use this and create a script for my podcast. They even have a part for you in here, but I just skipped over that.
That's fine.
So, it's my best friend.
Oh, Chat,
yes.
It's fine. I get it. Mm-hmm. I get it.
So, what's going on? What's new, Jen?
Blessed, highly favored.
That's right.
New year, new me.
What does favor look like for you this year?
It looks so different. Meaning like it manifests itself in different ways.
Okay.
Right. But what I think you're alluding to is me being outside.
It's cold outside or is it hot outside?
Both.
Okay.
I'm lying, girl. It's not hot yet. But
it's warming up.
I'm outside. So
what does it look like for you?
Here's a scoop, guys. My dating life has been interesting. Dating/relationship life. Defined, undefined. We here, we there.
It's
all over the place.
Rough road, turbulent.
Lots of things going on.
Up and down, valley, hill.
I'm a divorcee.
Divorcee?
Mm-hmm. Divorcee?
Divorcee.
I'm a divorcee.
Yeah.
All of that. So a few years back, before COVID came and did what it did, I dabbled in the apps.
What year would that have been? I'm like trying to
2019, I want to say. Because I think it was right before COVID.
Okay.
When I was giving the apps a chance. And so like I tried Bumble. What are some more? Hinge, maybe? I don't know, girl. I tried them. But at the time, it was like, okay, I'm looking for someone who, like, one, visually, you have to do something for me. But then also, like, what does your bio say? Are you using the right your when you mean your, or are you having your when it's your? You know, all those types of things that, like, matter to me anyway.
Excuse me.
What do your teeth look like? What is your type? Like some superficial stuff, but also because I'm thinking like beyond just like the moment. And I went on a couple of dates. One was a short king, bless his heart. Did I ever tell you about that?
A short king.
That's what I refer to as
bless his heart.
My short friends, the ones who like on the app say they're like 5'9" and below. It's like no deal. Because if you're 5'9" on the app, you're really 5'7" in life.
You're really 5'7". And with shoes on, you might be 5'8".
But if I have heels on, I'm taller than you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So that doesn't work for this stage in my life. Anyway.
And that only doesn't work for Jennifer. She's not saying that there's anything wrong with being short.
Absolutely not. It just doesn't work for me.
Or me.
Right now. The short king. We went to, I don't know where we were. It was some bar. Inside it looked like a tiki bar almost. It was over, maybe like in the Brady area. I don't know where I was. It doesn't matter. This was many years ago. The point is, we were on, the tall boy chairs. Yep. And my friend's feet were dangling.
Who dangled? Did it not have anything for him to rest his feet? Did he choose to dangle them?
I think he was just letting them dangle. Because I don't believe my feet were touching the floor. It's not like I'm that tall. But he was, I just know he was dangling. I was not dangling.
Okay.
And I'm 5'5".
Was he forcefully dangling, like swinging?
Like he was swinging them a little bit. I never saw him again. That's fine. God bless him. He's probably living a very great life right now.
He's probably very blessed in other places.
He is. He's just vertically challenged, and that's fine. How did we get here? I think it's because those are the type of things I used to care about. I probably didn't pay attention to the height on the thing, or he lied. I don't know. One of the two.
Oh, when you were using the apps, that's how you found him. Okay. Did you? So you never found anybody else?
I went on another date that I can recall. I think it was only 2. Yeah. And this guy, he was like taller. He just was a dud. Like we were just kind of sitting there and I'm just trying to like come up with a question. He'd give me an answer and then we just sitting there. It's like, okay.
Excuse me for moving. I'm just not comfortable. Sorry.
That's fine.
The pillow was.
I'm very uncomfortable. Yeah, so that was the end of that. So anyway, this go round. I'm not looking for a long time, I'm looking for a good time. And I just want to like kick it, right? So we're kind of being fully superficial. How tall are you on this thing? If it says less than 6 feet,
I'm deducting 3. 2 or 3.
You're a short king. So I can't do it. If you're 6 feet, you might be at least like 5'10", which is well taller than me. Right? And that works. I do look at like some stuff, like you could put your profession. All of them don't do that. And also you may lie. I don't know. But if I know, how do I want to word this? Example, if I were to go out to eat, right? And if I were to go to a restaurant, like a steakhouse or something, I know what that's going to run me roughly, like before I even order. I'm comfortable with that.
Right.
If you look like you're not comfortable with that, or if something in the wording suggests that you're not comfortable with that, like one guy was like, I know all the bars where you can get a cheap drink. I don't want a cheap drink. I'm going to vomit. So you're not for me. And that's okay. There's someone for you. It's just not me.
Yeah. There was something I was watching about what turns women off.
Mm-hmm.
And someone was really creative. One of these influencers on Instagram did a like scary movie scene, and she was acting out what it would be like to encounter a man who like makes comments like, I can find a place with the cheapest drinks. And then she was like, like she was scared and then ran away. It was really creative and funny, but that's that's fair. And you also remind me of Lisa Ray, I think, in her interview when she was like, I vacation 3 months at a time. I go to very expensive restaurants. I just don't want to stress you out, and I don't want to stress me out. So like, why are we even?
Yeah.
And you just can't hang with me, she said. So a lot of people were mad at her about that.
But like, I fully get it. I mean, I can't do those things she's doing, but I understand like where she's coming from. One, I've noticed a couple guys, and they're age-wise, they look older than me, and it's like, I have my own everything, own house, own car. But it's like, why wouldn't you though? So
it's not extra.
Left, not for me, for somebody, but not for me. That's not a flex for me to be like an adult. So it's interesting. It's a wild world out here.
So just PSA, women and men though, it's like, it's not a flex to do adult things. I mean, and also it's not a diss if you don't choose to like own your own home.
Yeah, of course not.
Because, whatever reasons, but as an example to say like, I own my own home, it's like.
And I don't even think they're saying, I think they're just saying I have my own place. Whether you rent it or own it, it's just, I have dwelling of my own.
Yeah, super basic. So we don't need to know the basics.
I don't.
It's just. So so you referred to swiping left, and that means that you don't like them on what
Hard
app?
pass. Bumble. I'm just doing Bumble now.
I remember Bumble.
So that's the one supposed to be like, women positive or whatever. Now I'm noticing, because I've been gone for so long, it's like you could be on Bumble for like romantic type stuff. You could be on Bumble because you need a bestie. Like maybe you just moved to a city and you want like some girlfriends to hang with. And you could do Bumble for professional like networking. So you can find people that way on Bumble. Yeah. How they set it up then. So it used to be, I don't know how it used to be. I just know it was all about like women, you make the first move. So if you're interested, you will start the conversation. And so now it's like you have these prompts. And so the guy can select out of like 3 prompts or whatever, a question to answer. So like one of my prompts is aisle seat or window seat, which do you prefer? And then, convince me like why that's the best one.
Really?
And so
that
they can just
very interesting. So they're gamifying it almost. So what kind of answers have you gotten?
The one guy was like aisle. No. He was window. He's like, every time. That's all I'm going to do is window. And so me in my outside era was like, oh, we would be the perfect travel buddies because I'm the aisle seat.
Did you like that?
All the time. Every time.
And what was his reason for the window?
So he missed the second part of the question, but I'm not deducting it because again, a good time, not a long time.
So in this like relay of question answer, do you ever find yourself questioning someone's education or common sense?
It's kind of like the other, like I'm really surprised at so many like proper uses of your and your.
Yeah.
That's shocking me. Or like and before a vowel.
Oh, you're seeing this now.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because of the dating like age group? Or
it could be because it could be that like we're out here now. I'm amongst other divorcees, right? Not to say that like unmarried people can't be. It's just it's different. I think
in this stage of life,
yeah. So you're having people who maybe they settled down early and
now
took similar education paths as me. Also, most of them put it on there. I don't know that I pay super close attention to it because there are some who just like it'll say like high school because that's the highest I got, and then maybe they're in trade or whatever, and that's not really a deterrent for me.
Cool. I mean, would you be okay with someone who didn't have all the light bulbs on?
Good time, not long time.
Okay, so we're good with that. So.
I don't want you to be dumb, but because there are some where it's like, oh no, sweetie, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Just swipe.
Yeah, that might be hard to sit through if it's like real bad, like during dinner or leading up to the good time. Or
I'm not suggesting that a good time is in my drawers. I don't know, because you said like the dinner leading to the good time.
Oh, you know what? I did kind of jump to that conclusion. So you're just saying like, I just want to have fun.
Yes.
Okay. And you want him to afford the fun and be willing to participate in the fun, lead you to the fun.
I want it to be like, he's comfortable having that fun too. So we don't have to go to like dollar night at Duke's.
Right.
No offense. I used to do that, but like not anymore.
So what's a good time?
I told this one guy, he's a white guy too. Hey, white kings.
Because we've been having this conversation for a little bit, and you told me you could never do the pink. And I asked you, I begged you.
I don't think, did I say pink? Because that's racist, and I don't think I said that.
What do you think you said?
I don't know. I don't want to go on record as saying I said that.
Well, before you.
White king.
Before, now because you got a white boo. Before you said that you would not be willing to date white men.
I was very hesitant.
And
okay.
Why?
Because I just think we maybe got one, and that's even impossible, stretching it to 2 generations before racism is like there. Like it has to be, right? Not saying all white people are racist, but some of that inherent biases, like it's there.
We're not far enough from racism. I never looked at it from that perspective, actually.
Oh, that's what I used to think about. Because I was thinking like long term, it's like, someone come around, your granny, who's like 80, 90,
and she gonna
with this little color girl. I don't know. And that's also, I'm stereotyping, I'm generalizing, I'm doing all those things. I understand that. But now, the white boys, some of them are like strictly like, yeah, he looks like your typical like white boy. And then one, he's like full beard, the low cut, like the white boy, but he got the low cut. Right. Yes. I think, I didn't know if white boys could get that. That's why I didn't say it. But yeah, the low cut. So we're conversing. Everything is just conversing.
Okay.
Yeah. I just got on the app 2 days ago.
Damn, you got how many niggas? 11?
Something like that.
So it's fun. It's
exciting.
I don't know what it is, just to clear that up. I don't know about it being fun. I do remember having Bumble, and it was fun. And sometimes, because I'm moving too fast, I would accidentally swipe people. And then you would have to like pay. Like,
you have to pay for everything on there.
Swipes back. It'll be like, made a mistake, pay $1 and go back.
Oh, that's out. You have to pay monthly if you want the ability to go back. You have to pay if you want the ability to see people who like. So you're not necessarily, maybe they're liking pictures. I don't know what they're liking because I can't see it because they want me to pay. Absolutely not. So I don't know. There's features I just don't know about.
These businesses really know how to capitalize on our feelings and our emotions and our reactions, our anxiety, our fears, what makes us happy, dopamine. There's so many. Yeah. Okay. I'm going down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
So going back to the education level of these men, like I remember, so I almost met Common. No, I did meet Common.
You did meet Common. You didn't know you were meeting Common.
I met Common.
Story time.
So story time. Back in college, shout out to TSU. They made me. And we went to Atlanta for, it's probably like the classic, or maybe we went for, I don't know, some event. There was always stuff going on in Atlanta. So we would just take the little 4-hour drive from Nashville to Atlanta and have the time of our lives. And then we met at the mall, Kanye West, brown jacket Kanye West, brown leather jacket. He literally had on the brown leather jacket and like a pink polo. And we met them in Lenox Mall, him, and he was with some other people. He might have been with Common. The issue is that I don't remember Common being Common. I just know that he was there from the other people that I was with. And I know that he's the person that I was in close quarters with for a little while. So back to the mall. We exchanged numbers, and we being Kanye and my friend, and I don't think my number was involved at all, actually. Just take credit for that. So they exchanged numbers. And then he sent a chauffeur to come pick us up.
Nice.
We were staying at the Hampton Inn for free because my friend had a hookup. I think her dad had something to do with the Hampton Inns. And so We always got rooms for free. Shout out to you. And chauffeur came and picked us up, drove us to the Four Seasons.
But this is before Ubers, okay?
This is before Ubers. And we weren't going to call a cab. Like, that's, beyond us. So,
yeah.
We get to the Four Seasons. When we're going into the hotel room, Talib Kweli.
I think you had it right the first time.
Talib Kweli?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was exiting the hotel room, and then we were going in. So they introduced us, and I remember someone saying, "Hey, this is whatever his name is."
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Went in. My friend dipped off to have a private discussion with Kanye West, and then me and Common and some other gentleman was in the room for an hour or so. They were ironing to get ready for the show that we were supposed to go to. So the offer, if you will, was, we'll pick you up, come to our show. We're going to be the openers for the concert. Whatever concert was happening, they were the openers for it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is before Kanye was like Kanye. This was College Dropout, but I don't think the album had maybe dropped yet, because my friend did not know who he was. I did. I recognized him.
Is he short?
Is he short? I don't know.
He looks short, but I don't know if he is short.
I can't remember.
I'm gonna Google it. Go ahead.
Yeah, Google it. He couldn't have been so short that I would have, that it was like, what is it called when you remember something? Like, it wasn't significant. What?
It says 5'8".
What?
It's one of our short kings.
Well, yeah. He doesn't seem tall.
Okay. Carry on.
But 5'8" is short. So do that mean he really like 5'6"? Because they be lying.
No, I mean, this the internet. It's not him saying it.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I mean, it could be wrong.
So they ordered room service. I didn't get anything because I was just, how you be like, no, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I had the wrong attitude.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to that, because I want to know what you would have told yourself today back then.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have told myself in that moment, like, bitch, you better order all the shit you can off that fucking menu. What is wrong with you? But I'm just like, no, I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So Common, the gentleman that was in the room that I didn't really know, he was there. He was chopping it up with us, but he was more so ironing his clothes. He ordered room service. He got salmon, broccoli, potatoes, and a bottle of Hypnotic.
Good old days.
And I want to say they probably were drinking Hennessy and Hypnotic. What's that called? Like a hurricane?
The Hulk.
Oh, the Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's serendipitous. The Hulk was one of the drinks at my wedding. Full circle. Not full circle, but...
It was?
Yeah. It was... Well, that was David's drink. We had the him and hers.
Uh-huh.
So I had the Paloma. And I believe he had the Hulk.
I wonder if I don't even know if I had a drink at your...
What?
wedding.
Girl, that bar
I don't recall.
They drank so much.
I was moving so much.
I didn't get anything. I never got a drink either. Getting married, never mind. Okay. That is the biggest scam. It's a racket. So we were chopping it up. This guy talked my ear off. He was laying in the bed. I was sitting by the window in some chair.
Mm-hmm.
And Common was ironing his clothes and eating, chilling. And then my friend came out and was like, let's go. And I was like, where are we going? And she was like, we're leaving. She just felt uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she felt like, obviously, he wanted some, and she wasn't going to do that. She wasn't down for that. But we could have still went to the concert, was my understanding, I think.
I don't know if that was Kanye's, but...
I don't know if that wasn't his desire, his hope, but I think that it was still good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we were just kicking it before the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was like, let's go. Maybe she felt like, what else is there to do? Like, be like, no, and then come back. I want to go. She could have been like, I want to go back out there with my girl, with Krystle. We all gonna kick it. We don't need to be back here.
What hotel was this?
The Four Seasons.
Oh, okay.
It was a suite. So they had their own,
Mm-hmm.
Kanye had his own area, and we were out. Well, I don't know if that was his area. There was a separate room.
Yeah.
Or a joined room, whatever.
Mm-hmm. I just wanted a visual. Carry on.
So then the chauffeur drove us back to our Hampton Inn, and we politely got out and carried on with life. But yeah. Have you ever had any famous encounters? Famous people encounters?
I mean, not like that. If I have, nothing remotely like that. But I feel like I've met famous people before, but nothing that I could be like, oh, I met so-and-so. I don't remember.
Okay. I want you to tighten your braid over here. It's loose. The other side.
Right here? Oh, shit.
Oh, sorry. That one. So, I wanted to ask you. Yeah, I'm salty about that Common situation. Not saying that I would want to be married to Common or anything, or
Well, you
want
wouldn't be because he
to.
don't get
He
married.
doesn't
But
do
carry
that,
on.
right? But I wouldn't. I'm saying I want to be married to the person I'm married to.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I mean to
Right,
say.
right.
What I'm saying though is, before my life now,
Mm-hmm.
it would have been cool to have known at the time that I was with Common in his room. But at the same time, I ain't had the self-confidence, clearly,
Mm-hmm.
to shoot a shot if I didn't even want to order dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So, you got a topic or you want me to go
You
into
go ahead,
mine?
girl.
Okay.
I'm just here.
So, ironically, the first one is reinventing yourself in your 40s. Is there anything about Jennifer that you feel needs to be like reinvented, or like who's this woman you want to be now that you're in these streets and you outside? Your life is different.
Yeah. I feel like my life itself is just, it's new. I don't have to do anything new because I've never lived this life before. I'm getting into like dating or whatever you want to call it, but like I'm doing it with a child. And like, or this responsibility where it's like, okay, so when I have my son, like everyone else, like y'all don't matter, and you have to be okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then on my off days, I gotta balance that and like whatever else I got going on. So like y'all are kind of low on, not low, but you're lower on the totem pole of like my priorities. But I still want to have kick it every once in a while when I can. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you tell your, let me say, 25 to 30-year-old self?
Date more. What I would do is like, if I was meeting a guy or if I met a guy and we're kicking it, I would just kind of just focus on him.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of like, oh, me and my boyfriend, like we broke up, but we still mess with each other. We still kick it. And I still kind of like, even if I'm dabbling here and there, like dating other people or talking to other people, it's still like majority of my time is with him. And it's like, girl, not that it was a waste, but I could have been outside a little bit more. So it's like this go round where I'm like single. I want to like explore that because I've never like dated multiple people at one time. Like, oh, maybe I'll go out with Billy on Thursday and I'm kicking it with Sam on Sunday. I don't know, whatever. I've never done that.
Do you have a response for, are you dating other people? Like that kind of catches people off. It would catch me off guard because it's like you don't want to turn off or turn away people, but you also don't want to mislead to make it seem like we're exclusive, because we're not. But at the same time, when people start thinking about you with other people, it kind of kills the excitement of liking someone. So how do you answer that?
I think I kind of feel like one of these niggas this time around. So like, I'll let you know what it is. Like, yeah.
How many questions would you answer? What if you're dealing with someone who's like,
if it's too many questions, I'm probably going to swipe left in real life. And then that's going to be the end of it. Because don't be questioning me. What do you mean? You're not my man. We're not together.
You're not my man.
Yeah. No. Like on the apps, for example, seeing guys who have, it's like, what are you interested in? And so you can choose, there's options. There's intimacy without commitment. So you know what time they're on.
There's categories.
There's categories that you can select. Like you can click that as like, it'll come up on your bio when people see it. So there's that. There's dating to have fun. That's my category. There's long-term relationship, and then there's marriage. So for the guys who have like just long-term relationship or just marriage, I'm swiping to the left. Well, I don't know, because some women think there are women who like are on that, right? Especially this age group. It's like, oh, maybe you want to get married again or get married for the first time if you've never been married. That's just not the time I'm on. And so it's like, I refuse to, even if they're like cute, it's like, well, I'm not even going to initiate conversation with you because I see what time you're on and I'm not on that. And I don't want to mislead you. Baby.
I'm excited.
Whole nigga.
I feel like I was just breathing really hard. My bad. If I was. I was?
No, I'm talking about me being a dude.
Okay. So date more. That's one thing. What else would you tell your younger self?
Take more risks. Like traveling, right? Did I go on trips? I did. Like I went to Vegas, New York, Miami. Like I've done all that, but it was like, girl, when you had all the freedom in the world, I didn't have all the money in the world, I guess, arguably, but like go see other countries. I wish I would have done more of that.
You went to China.
That was in law school.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad I did. I'm very glad I did that. I should have done it in undergrad.
Oh.
That's where I have a lot of things to tell myself. Like, girl, don't go to this school. Fuck the money.
So what age is that? Like 19 to
18 to 22.
So
for
what
me.
would you tell her?
Break up with him. One.
It lasts too long.
I mean, that high school into college relationship was terrible.
It was interesting.
It was terrible.
Did it last? I didn't even think it lasted
we broke up
long.
Freshman or sophomore year of high school. I mean, of college. Maybe freshman year. We broke up at the end of it or something. I don't know. He was... I would have told myself to go to Dayton.
I just realized something.
What?
That you and I have in common. I never made the connection until I had a flashback to your college experience and when things went really bad. And I'm not going to say what I'm talking about, but you can give me a clue.
When I was going to transfer. When I was going to transfer.
I don't know
Sophomore
what the
year?
context was.
Yeah, I was leaving because of him, to get away from him.
Well, I'm saying what we have in common, not the transfer. We have in common, I guess I'll say like the bad part of a relationship, like the really bad part. So I didn't make the connection until just now when I was having a memory as you spoke about like y'all's relationship. I was like, I didn't even make the connection.
Yeah, and that happened in college.
Right. Is that why you transferred?
Not like that particular incident. He was an abuser.
Okay. I didn't want to say. Yeah.
Not that particular incident. No, it was just a culmination of all of it. Like I wanted to get away from there. I had some friends, but like a lot of the people at that school came from our school. So it's like I'm not even meeting a bunch of like new people. It's what?
Oh, that would irritate
5
me to
black
see the
people.
same people.
I was
again?
so frustrated, Krystle.
Oh my God. I would be like, what?
No. When we got there, it was only 4 of us. Me, Marquita, him, and Jennifer Logan. We were the only 4. And then she ended up leaving, I think. But that next year, my God, half of the class of 2002, 2002, it feels like came to that school. Anyway, I had gone to visit Fisk. Erica and I drove, because that's what you did back then. You drove.
That is what you did.
We drove, we toured it and everything. I had application. I was accepted, ready to go. So that probably would have been...
Do I remember this?
Yeah, because I feel like we dropped... No. Yeah, didn't we like drop you somewhere?
I mean...
For some reason.
You have... I don't know if this is outside of the time that you visited me while I was in TSU.
Yeah, that's a different time. Because that time was just... I came to see you. And then other people I knew at TSU. But no, I was all set to transfer to Fisk. And then as like a last minute thing, I think because it was scary to like leave. Because what's the farthest I went? Fond du Lac. And it was like, it was said to me like, well, what if you get sick and you're so far away? And how can I get to you? How can you get to me? And so I was like, okay. And then I just stayed. And I was like, I'll just make it work. And I did. Okay. But I hated college. I didn't have like...
What's the transfer? I thought you just went to Marion.
I did. I never transferred. I was supposed to.
Oh, you just decided not... Okay, I was thinking maybe you were saying that you were going to transfer somewhere else and not Fisk.
No, I was going to transfer to Fisk.
Wisconsin. Okay, so you just stuck it out.
Yeah. So I just wish I would have had that experience, especially now. It's like... I mean, I didn't know law school necessarily was going to happen, but it's like, girl, the whole world is all white. So if you have the opportunity to go somewhere where it's just black, 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 I should have done it.
Blackity, black, black.
And I've shared before, but we may have new people. I was supposed to go to Dayton, University of Dayton. That's where I was supposed to go freshman year.
I remember that.
And then Marion came in at the last minute with
The
like, hey, here's
scholarship.
more money.
Mhm.
And so it just, me being practical Jennifer at freaking 18, went to Marion.
So live a little.
Live a lot, girl.
I always say if there were 4 years I could do over again, I would do my college years over again. However, I would do my last 3 years of college exactly how they went. And then my first year of college, I would have started at TSU.
Yeah.
I regret not going my freshman year to TSU. But some of my best memories of my life outside of having a child, getting married,
right,
was my college years. So I urge, if you all have children who are of the college age and they're trying to make their college selections, at least have them consider beyond the studies, the academics, the scholarly part, what the culture, what the experience will be, like what they'll get in the life category out of it. Because some of my closest friends I have to this day because of college.
I've done. True don't count because we went to high school together.
Yeah. So you don't have any other that you just like, yeah.
I probably see them on social media, but like the friendships just didn't sustain.
You had a good time in law school. Like grad school was dry for me. I didn't do shit in grad school.
I mean, the education, like all of that part, hated it. But me and my friends, oh yeah, probably because we were drunkards. Because that's what you had to do to make it through. Hey, how we doing with time, real quick? 3 minutes left. Nope. We're at 30 minutes.
Jay. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. 30.
Yeah, so like the little bit of time that you like could make for yourself, yeah, we would be out here in these clubs getting belligerently drunk.
You're still friends with them?
Even that, it's like
it's not
we're
my
group
closest
chat.
friend.
Yeah, but even then, like how tight we were then, it's nothing like that. But now we've dispersed. We have different lives. I'm up here. Nobody else is up here with me, and so I don't know. Maybe it's a me issue, but yeah, they're not as tight as they were.
Columbia with a college friend, right? Yes. I mean, I think as life progresses, that's just kind of like, thanks, Jay. As time progresses, I think that's just what friendship looks like. There's so many components, if you will, to friendship and ways it can look. So, yeah. Happy Side Chick Valentine's Day.
I'm showing flowers, guys.
Yay! You're not my side chick, but I did want to share a Valentine's Day gift for you.
Thank you.
Because you deserve.
Thank you. And she knew I wasn't getting one from anyone else.
Yet.
Oh, yet, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, what
so
else?
what will you do around like holidays like this if you're just dating for fun? Is the expectation that it is acknowledged? If you're just or do single people just avoid February and just kind of get past that, dip in and out of the dating scene?
I mean, maybe it depends, right? Because if that sends a message that we're spending Valentine's Day together and I don't want that to be the message that we're like, I don't want to send that message, then I always got like, oh, I'm with my son today.
You do have that because he's young enough that he needs you.
And I mean, coincidentally, we did spend Valentine's Day together yesterday, but I don't know. I don't know. Again, I have never lived this life before, so we'll see. My birthday's in April, so I mean, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, do you expect birthday gifts?
Maybe it's like Hunger Games, bitch. Like, may the best man win. Where we trying? You trying to be on the aisle seat and the window seat for my birthday, or what we trying to do?
Not in America.
What we doing?
Like, where are we going? Do I need clothes?
Yeah. So I'll keep you guys updated on this journey right along with me. Okay.
I am very excited for the screenshots. So what else you got? You got a topic, or should I go down the list?
I feel like we could wrap it on up.
Okay.
Because we were at 38 minutes.
Oh, let's
a few minutes ago.
Oh, I do have something ratchet.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Beyonce's ratchet, hoe ass.
We say that with love.
We say it with love, not so much respect. A little like, because why do you keep disrespecting us?
Because Billionaire B don't care. I'm tired of it, quite honestly.
I am. Like, this was the last straw, the perfume. She could have left well enough alone with those goddamn tickets and the whole process. You are posting on Instagram and you need to be on the phone with Ticketmaster. Like, your time is not being used.
Girl, because I'm a real fan. I don't have a ticket yet. So
I have tickets. However, that was some bullshit. And the way that you squeeze my pockets dry, as though we are sisters and you and I are the same. We are not. So I don't have the money.
These tickets are preposterous.
Yeah,
now, I have been to I don't know how many Beyonce concerts, and like this is insanity that's happening right here. I blame resellers the most. In a section where I can get a ticket for $276 US, you whores are selling tickets for $1,200. What do you mean? And that's not on the floor.
Yeah.
I was on the floor in Renaissance for less than half of that.
That's how it is?
Yes.
They tripping.
But jokes on them. This is what I'm going to do. My cousin and I, well, hopefully he's in it with me. I'm just going to keep holding out. And then, what day is the concert? May 17th?
Yeah.
The morning of May 17th, I'm going to be in Chicago. I'm going to book my hotel and everything. I'm going to this goddamn concert. I know I am.
Yeah.
I'm just going to buy a ticket that day.
Yeah. And that's really the key, honestly. Like, everybody can't do it because otherwise the system won't work. But naturally, if you have not sold your ticket yet and you're not in the city to go, you got to sell it, right?
Or lose
money. All your money. So you got to sell it, and you got to sell it low, and you just got to give me the ticket.
And I'm fine sitting by myself because we're all well, then again, I don't know that we are, because a lot of infiltrators, I think, are buying these tickets, but I would be comfortable at a Beyonce concert by myself. I think so.
I never thought about that.
It's because I think that going to her concert, not just like a status symbol, but like kind of is, right, to be able to say, ooh, got the tickets. Like people post because they've got the tickets, secure the tickets, like securing the new tennis shoes that just come out or whatever. And it's not necessarily like Beehive members. Right. So, I don't know. I ain't gonna talk about the person who I went to Renaissance with who ain't even hear the album. Because I love her. So we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to identify. Wow. She knows who she is.
I remember this, actually.
It's like, as someone who is like a ridiculous Beyonce fan.
That sucks.
I'm out here like getting my life looking like a total skank because, theme. And then she kind of just sitting there because she don't know the song. Like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's fine. Are we at 45 now? Probably. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you again next week.
We will.
Bye.